The following is a special presentation of Tony Curry Radio.
Welcome back to the UAB Director's Chair. Athletic Director Mark Ingram of your UAB Blazers checking in here as we do every single week. Of course, you can hear this show 5 days a week on the TKR podcast network. We were just actually blowing and going. And of course, I do these shows. I do pet shows. I do rock shows. I do all these things. And obviously, UAB fans are very fevered and they're ready to go. And obviously, this is not the football season they've wanted. So they've had a lot to say. And we take a lot of emails. You actually had one of your fans, your biggest fan, super fan, that joined the show last week. We greatly appreciate him doing that. But we are going through a coaching search right now. I don't know if it's going to be a coaching change because Coach Alex, who's got the interim job right now. But first of all, how's that going? About 3 out of every 4 emails was what's going on with the coaching search and when can I expect to know who my head coach is going to be at the UAB Blazers for the rest of the season in 2026. Go.
Yeah. Well, Alex is terrific. He's been great to work with. Players have responded well to Alex. It's a tough situation. You get thrown into a management role that you weren't expecting, and it's not just managing play calling. You're managing, call it 150 people every day when you've never managed a person. And now you manage 150 people, which is, 100 football players and another 50 staff. And you're directing them, and we're setting the course and the plan and the daily plan and practice schedule plan and literally every single detail now is on your desk. And he's managed it well. And I think anybody that has been around Alex or met Alex would say, he's a wonderful guy. I think it's unfortunate and it's not that different than before. We had such a great plan with the Memphis game, and we had other good plans and have played well in certain ways. We lost to North Texas the other day, who really looked dominant. And yet our yards, our time of possession, rushing yards, passing yards, time of possession, first downs, we were better than them in most statistical categories.
Turnovers have been a booger bear, man. I mean, I knew you were going to say that.
That's what I was going to say.
It's the truth of the matter is it's a part of the game, but man, nothing sucks worse than when it's just bitten them in the ass all year long.
Yeah,
it really has.
And two interceptions on the 1 yard line going in.
Yeah,
and so and a fumble on your own 17. So and we gave up 2 long kick returns. They returned out to midfield or better. And yes, it's all part of the game, but we did cut our penalties down. We only had 3 penalties. So these are not moral victories. What I'm saying is we're just not as far away from being successful as it may appear. And it's like if you can cut down penalties and if you can cut down turnovers, you could probably be in every single game. And then who knows, right? If you're in the game, that's the point. We were in the game at Memphis, and what happened? We won. Yeah. And so it's unfortunate for everybody, our fans, our coaches, our players, that we are really that close, even though it doesn't appear to be. But if you can get objective and look at those things, you go, okay, how much of this is correctable and how much is not. So nonetheless, I've loved working with Alex. He's moldable. He takes great advice. He asks good questions. I think Alex Mortensen's a great football coach.
When can we expect to know for sure who's going to be the coach next season? Do you have a date?
That somewhat depends on the candidate. We have to all remember that our timeline may not be their timeline, and that's not because of a lack of interest or something that's all of a sudden a problem. If I were to say, hey, we're going to do it by this date, and then we don't hit that date, then we, as humans, we all jump to this negative. Oh,
well, yeah. I mean, the season is still 2 months long. I mean, we still got a ways to go. So you may be going after coaches, maybe FCS or whatever.
You got people that are playing games, they're in bowl games, they're potentially, like you said, in the FCS playoffs or whatever, and they just for sake of their team and not wanting to ruin things with the team they're on, they don't lack excitement for this job. They just want to exit the right way. And that's a good rule of thumb for all of us, no matter what we do, is taking a new job is exciting and you want to start the right way, but you also want to leave your current employer the right way
Sure.
too, because it creates a lasting memory, and so you want that memory to be a fond one.
You got a early Christmas gift for us UAB Blazer fans. Maybe put a big fat bow on that, and you hand it to Tony Curry Radio and let us make the announcement. That would be
All
very, very
right.
nice. I think that would certainly help our show.
Yeah.
Speaking of a memorable 18 and 10 at Protective Stadium, your seniors have been, and Senior Day coming up this Saturday. 26 seniors will see their last game. I don't think you and I have had this discussion. I think it's warranted to bring up almost every single year. For a lot of guys, this will be the last time they ever take a snap
Yeah.
in regular football. They may
Yeah.
play something at Thanksgiving with their family out in the yard, but as far as in hearing the crowd coming out on a Saturday afternoon, a Tuesday night, whatever it is, this will be the last time they'll play an organized football snap. But just talk about how difficult that must be when you put your blood, sweat, and tears for something. And for a lot of the guys, Mark, these guys have been playing since they're like Pop Warner, like since
Right.
they're like 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. These
Right.
kids have been playing for 10, 11, 12 years.
Basically their whole life. They've been
Yeah.
playing football as long as they can remember.
And 99% of
Now,
those guys aren't going to be playing at the next level.
that's the
So,
last time they'll strap
yeah,
those shoulder pads on and put that helmet on, and those days when it's hot and they're long and you're getting beat up all day, and you kind of go, oh my gosh, I wish this day was over. Oh gosh, I wish I was through this. And as soon as you do that for the last time, you immediately start to miss those long hot days, of getting beat up. And it's the weirdest thing to say, but it's true. And I've watched grown men walk out onto the football field or the basketball court and be recognized for some particular reason and have their name called, and there's tears streaming down their face
hmm
because nobody has called their name like that and nobody has cheered for them like that since the day they left.
yeah.
And they didn't even know that how much they missed it until it happened. And then it just hits them, and they're 40 or 50 years old and it just hits them. They totally unexpected. And that's one of the beautiful things about sports and cheering for the team that we love. And so that's what you've got on Saturday is we've got 26 seniors who will have their names called and be recognized. And I hope that our fans will appropriately cheer and recognize the hard
Good.
work of those kids and let them know that they're appreciated, even though we haven't won as many games as we all would have liked. Don't forget the group that wishes we'd won more games more than anybody is them.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that are in it 24 hours a day, every day. So I hope that, yeah, that's the message I would give to our fans is please cheer those kids because they deserve it.
Curry family will be there for sure. Looking forward to it. 2 o'clock kickoff. That's right. 2 o'clock on Saturday. Protective.
Two
Right.
o'clock.
So we'll look forward to that. Unfortunately, you're going from the fifth best offense in the country to the fourth best offense in the country in the
So we're
Bulls of
ready.
South Florida Lake. So you're ready. So you've seen something. Well, hell, just clean up the turnovers. And I mean, who knows what's going to
We play the
happen?
game. I know.
Hopefully, they won't put up a 50-pointer on you. But obviously, this is a really good Bulls team. And listen, if you're into college football and you like to watch good football and you get to watch your home team, you're getting the best of both worlds this weekend. So make sure you go down there and check out the Bulls and
Yeah.
check out your Blazers coming up
Well,
here.
we'll be watching, as you might assume, we have been watching a lot of Navy film from last week. Navy played them very well and figured it out. They figured out some formula to slow them down, and so good for them. And I think South Florida is really, really good. Their coaches have done a great job. Alex Golish is a really good guy, and who's from Russia, by the way, if you didn't
Mhm.
know, which is
Yep.
interesting. Not Russia, Florida, Russia. And
Is there Russia, Florida?
No, I'm kidding.
I was going to say I didn't think there
Not
was a
Russia,
Russia, Florida.
Alabama.
Yeah, there's
No.
Russia. Yeah.
Anyway, they've done a great job, and it's been kind of a slow, steady, increase for that program and his time there, um, and so I really respect how they've gone about it. That they, yeah, if you remember, Trent Dilfer beat Alex Golish 2 years ago, and then last year should have,
Yep.
and or South Florida, I should say, not Alex, but. Um, So it's going to be a good game. And I think, again, if we can cut down penalties and turnovers, I think we can play. I think we've proven we can play. It's just a matter of eliminating those mistakes and just executing.
Something you've done very, very well. It's not the sexy part of college sports, but it is certainly something that you should pay attention to because it will affect your team one way or another down the road, whether it's NIL, whether it's a transfer portal or anything else. I know the College Sports Commission, the CSC. First of all, what is the CSC? I'm hearing this the first time.
Yeah.
I've read it, but who is the College Sports Commission? What exactly do they do again? Because they're
Yeah.
the movers and shakers now in college football.
It's a great question, Tony, and I think the answer and what you're getting at is we've got this new contract that's been sent around to uh,
The Power Four.
to all the commissioners, but
Yeah.
only the Power Four commissioners and maybe just SEC and Big Ten were engaged in the discussion. So our commissioners are all just getting it for the first time, never having seen it before. So it's part of the what I would just call a continuing problem in this industry is once any of us start thinking we're better than the others, that's where you have a problem in sports. Is the reason the NFL is so successful? Yes, depending on the year, there's certain organizations that will have these ebbs and flows where they're dominant and more dominant or less dominant. The Patriots were, but now they're not. Green Bay has been, but not so much. The Chiefs have been, but not so much. Buffalo kind of up, whatever. That's because they have parity. But as soon as you start trying to separate and elevate certain groups, you lack parity, which creates a lack of interest, in my opinion. And while some of the television numbers are way up, they are for certain matchups, but they're way down for others. And so and it's not because those other programs are bad. We're engineering it that way. We're making them less competitive in an engineering sense, um, and so that's what concerns me is when you don't have everybody with a seat at the table, you can't have a meaningful discussion about the value of
So,
every league and the
so,
value of every
but again,
team.
who are these people? Who's on this College Sports Commission? Who designed it? Are there a bunch of people on? Who is that? Who is that?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how many, but yeah, it's an organization to help, structure college football.
And it's from the Big Ten and the SEC. I'm assuming just the members of those. They put those together, and yeah. So they sent out some type of agreement yesterday
Right.
to the Big Four. And it used to be the Big Five. Who's getting shut out now? Who's not in the Big Five? The Big 12?
It was the Pac-12.
The
Now
Pac 12, the Big 12, because it
so
fell
it was
apart.
the Power Five, right?
Yeah, Power Five.
Now they
Now it's the
call it
Big
the
Four.
Power Four.
The Power
And
Four.
we
Yeah.
used to say Group of Five. Now we say
Yep.
Group of Six
Group
because
of
the
six. Gotcha.
Pac-12 is basically the old Mountain West.
Gotcha. I guess we have to know what's going on. I mean, everyone's have to have some type of direction. But is there anything new that's coming out in this information? I
Well,
mean,
not that I can share because we just got it,
yeah.
so we're learning too, and
Okay.
it's being interpreted and
Give you some
evaluated by
homework.
our
You look at
commission.
that and let me know what you think next week.
Yeah, well,
We'll be some movers and some shakers. Hey, before I let you go, we got an abbreviated thing here because we just got a lot going on here on Tony Kerr Radio and certainly with the
and we
UAB
got
Blazers.
basketball tomorrow night. Come
Yes,
see the Mighty Blazers play South Alabama,
there you go.
6:30 in Bartow Arena Friday night, and then
Nice win against High Point the other way. By the way, it's a
yeah,
good
that's a
basketball
good
team.
team. They
It's a
beat
good
us
team.
last year. They have contended for their league championship every year. We think South Alabama will. That's Andy's scheduling strategy has been to do that. While I know that some of our fans wish we were playing like teams that have a name, he tries to find teams that he thinks are going to win their conference or compete to, so that if we can do well, and look, you got to go beat those teams, but if we can do well enough through the year, maybe we can be one of those
Yep.
at-large teams that gets a bid.
Yep.
And
The
if you
metrics,
call,
the
you'd
metrics looks
say,
good.
hey, we beat High Point, who won their conference.
Yeah. I want to ask you a question, totally unrelated to college. Today, they're having, was it today or yesterday? They had the first ever women's baseball draft.
Hmm.
There is going to be a Major League Baseball league with women. It is going to be San Francisco, LA, Boston, and New York, those four markets. And then they're going to expand next year, but they're going to be playing in one stadium in Illinois. So it's
Okay.
going to be centrally located.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't had Major League Baseball We remember the Madonna movie from
Right.
the early 80s, but we have not had, there's no crying in baseball. We haven't had Major League Baseball for women in over 70 years.
Yeah.
And I'm all about more sports, more sports, more sports
But
is
we
great.
have had pro softball,
Yeah,
pro
and I
basketball.
think that's where the question was. Hey, we got softball. Well, why don't we just keep playing softball? Well, first of all, softball and baseball are so far apart. They're so
Yeah,
different.
they are.
They're so different. I mean, and I don't know about you, but I watch women's softball, and sometimes a hit is where you just stick the bat out and you just kind of do that swipe, that kind of swipe, and
Slap.
they run out
Yeah.
the slap, which is just not even a hit to me. I get it.
Like a
And the
yeah.
field looks so damn small to me. Anyway,
It's
um,
fast.
what are your thoughts on? Not so much. Do you think? For me, the first thing I ask, when you hear about that, and if someone says, "Do you think it's going to be successful?" What's the first question you want to ask? And I'll bet you the same question I'd ask. My
Well, I
first,
think
my
you
first,
make a good point. We have collegiate softball, which is a
and
feeder to
why has that gotten
pro.
so big? It's because ESPN's all over it. I mean, it's all over.
Why has softball gotten big?
Well, yeah, it's gotten huge because of
If you
it's
go
on.
watch it, it's fun. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
if
it's
you
on
like
television.
baseball and you go watch softball, what the
Yeah,
difference is, it's really fast. Talk
yeah,
about the field being smaller. Well, that means that the reaction time of the players also has to be really quick.
sure.
So you're an infielder, you're at third base, you get hit a ball, you got to rifle that thing across because it's only 45 feet
Mm.
or 60 feet or whatever to the first base. So it's a tighter field. So everything has to also be quicker.
They've done a great job, though, and ESPN's done a fantastic job in saying, okay, if we're going to cover this, we're going to make it as big as it possibly can be. And a lot of people believe, hey, listen, if ESPN's playing cornhole on weekends or pickleball on Thursday
Right.
nights, it must be something special. So
Somebody's watching it.
and so they've done a great job. I mean, the Little League World Series was nothing 10 years ago. And
Yeah.
now it's like
Yeah, it's
this
fun.
shut down a thing, and it's 24 hours a day, and it is fun. I think it's gotten out of
I think
control
if we
myself.
promote it right and we invest properly, I think it could be successful. I don't know that it's fair ever to compare sport to sport. Is it the same as the WNBA or not? Will it be? I don't know. I think that, but it is interesting that there's not youth baseball for girls. I mean, girls can play youth baseball as long as they want. It's not just for boys, and there are some girls who play,
And that's what I'm
but
saying. Where are they going to get the players?
I don't
I mean,
know. Good question.
I
Maybe
well,
softball. Maybe
well,
softball. Yeah, I
well,
mean, look, if you're a shortstop in softball, you know how to play the game. You just got to get used. There are some things that are subtly different. The ball is smaller and it moves faster, but bigger field probably. I don't know. Are they going to play? What size field are they going to play on?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be a Major League Baseball field. I would
I don't know.
think. I know from a strength standpoint, women can't hit it as far or can't throw it as far, so
But
maybe
are
the
they going
field
to
will be a
use
little
aluminum
smaller.
bats or wooden bats?
Yeah, I would hope it'd be wooden bats.
Yeah,
If you're
because
going to do it right,
the ball moves faster off an aluminum bat. So
sure does. Yeah.
so again, the field size comes into play there. So I haven't. You tell me this is I had not seen that.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting, and believe it or not, you were the first person I thought of because I thought from a collegiate standpoint, where are they going to get? Who are they drafting from? Where are they
Yeah,
getting these women from?
yeah.
And I think it's great. I mean, I think anytime we can have more sports, I think it's wonderful. I know a lot of people, we don't need blah. Why not? I mean, it's just more. We have this what this called a sports equinox, where we have all the sports playing all at the same time. So it's only happened like 32 times in the last 30 years or something like that. We had it again a couple of weeks ago where the NHL, the NBA, the Major League Baseball, and NFL were all playing on the same day at the same time, which is super cool. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. All right, go to UABsports.com. I'm sitting there looking at it right now, UABsports.com, UABsports.com. Get down there and check out your UAB Blazers taking on South Florida. It is going to be senior day down there, so make sure you get down there early. They have it's. I mean, I love it. I mean, there's music being played, and each player goes out there and he gets handed his jersey, and there's you are obviously going to be a very busy man. You're going to be in
It's
a
great.
thousand. You're going to be in 1,000 pictures down there.
I hate senior day in every
I
sport,
know you do.
but
I know.
it's a great day.
Are you going to cry?
I will not, but it's a great day.
Okay. All right. Well, I may shed a tear for you. All right. I'll
Thank
see you
you.
down. I'll see you down there on Saturday. Thank you, my friend.
All right, Tony. See you, man.
Yeah, man.
This has been a special presentation of Tony Curry Radio.